For freak's sakes, people, it's Monday. And it's time to go back to work, which sucks. But we need to work to make money. And in a couple days we vote. Yes, people, we vote. But by the time you've seen this, voting's already been done. Because it's alright. But in a couple days we vote. And in a couple days I find out what's happening. And actually I want to talk about this because something pretty hilarious happened last Friday, and I'm not sure if I talked about it or not, but I'm going to talk about it now. And basically, I was chatting with a fellow. Well, we used to go to school together. We were in college together. I forgot my juice. But we used to go to college together. And we both took the same course, the Computer Programming Systems Analyst course. And he got a job working for Northern Telephone up in the Timmins region. And I got the job here in North Bay working with the ONTC. And he already suffered what I'm about to go through. And that's the sale of Bell buying, well, Bell bought out NTL. And he said it was the best damn thing that ever happened to him. Which I left my keys upstairs from my car. But, you know, when he said that, I was like, well, what the hell? Like, you didn't lose your job? And he's like, no, they gave us different jobs and better pay and more responsibilities. And all in all, the day feels more fulfilling now. And I was like, well, holy shit. Like, holy shit, are you serious right now? You know? So we got talking about things and stuff. And apparently it was his boss who actually did the scouting to buy our company. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So I'm a little excited. So apparently with his job now, he's actually doing a lot better than he was, making more money than he was. And unlike my job, he actually has security because everything's already done. Oh, and Bell likes unions, which is even bonus. We thought they were going to come in there and be all bitchy because we have a union. Turns out they like working with unions because unions pave the way and make it easier for management to set guidelines and shit. Fuck, is it ever hot in this car. Holy son of a bitch. So yeah, apparently back in the day, Northern Telephone was a company just like ours, just some little, you know, simple, easy ran. For freak's sakes, how big is this hole? Oh, thank God. Anyway, some simple operation, you know, mom and pop operation type like ours is government ran, but you know, whatevs. And they had everything going for them and all that, and then all of a sudden they decided they were going to sell it off, get rid of it, and they sold it to Bell, and everybody there was all panicking, thinking that's it, you know, just like I was. That's it, we're going to lose our jobs and stuff. Well, here's the thing with Bell Aliant. They got a lot of people that are ready to retire. They need more employees, not managers, employees. So one of the first things they did when they acquired Northern Telephone was they fired every last ounce of management. Anybody in management? Gone, hatchet. Bell's got their own managerial staff. They don't need extras. So they released everybody, which, you know, probably wouldn't be too bad at work because, well, I mentioned it before, I'm going to say it again, I have 3 bosses. It's like that show Office Space. I have 3 bosses. When I fuck up, I have 3 people telling me that I fucked up. When I do something like completely awesome, I don't hear dick. Nobody tells me anything, nobody emails me like, good job, you know, we love hearing that. None of that. It's just, you know you fucked up because you have one boss who tells you something and then the other 2 carbon copy what he told you. So you get reminded 3 times that you fucked up. So, not that I really care or anything about them, you know. They tell me I fucked up, whatevs, you know. Do better next time, I guess. But half of the time they come up with these procedures that make no sense. So it's funny because the way this all started was last week I had to call in a phone repair to our Northern Telephone because they own the lines up north. So we are doing like third-party reselling and first-party reselling. We have to call them because it's their physical phone line. Like if it's something we can't fix on our hardware and it turns out to be a physical problem with the connection, we have to call it out. Just like in town here, it's mostly Bell. It's all Bell except for the little bit of area that we have. But we still have to escalate the Bell because they own all the copper pairs hanging up in the air. So if there's a problem with the CP, the copper pair, then we got to call it in and get Buddy Van Duder to go climb a post and repair an extension or whatever the frick it is, wherever the problem may lie. Like that's how it is. It's just like, you know, It's kind of a pain in the arse, but frig it. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Despite the fact that you look like you're 12, for freak's sakes. Anyway, so I called it in, and Buddy puts me on hold because he was by himself, and I didn't even think of anything of it. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just like waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally I'm like, well, I think the call got dropped. So I was like, frig it, I'll call back. Call back, and I talked to another guy, and this other guy's like totally helped me out and shit, and we get friggin' the phone repaired, and all of a sudden my phone goes off. And it's my friend, and he goes, hey man, sorry for hanging up on you. I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, that was me you were talking to on the phone. And I'm like, oh, frig, I didn't know you worked for NTL. He goes, no, I work for Bell Aliant. He goes, Bell Aliant bought out NTL a long time ago. He goes, the name stayed the same, but it's a Bell Aliant company. And I was like, well, frig, okay. I'm like, when did that happen? And then he explained everything to me, and he goes, dude, best thing ever was having Bell buy us out. He goes, he got a better job, like he's got more responsibilities, more pay, the union, all that shit. Like, I don't mind having more responsibilities as long as they fall into my category. Like at work right now, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't even want to call myself a technician anymore because I deal with any call that comes in. Any call. You know, we have this online ordering service for tickets, so you can buy bus tickets to go south and all that. And if there's a problem, they call us, but we never have the answers because they're like, oh, well, I just ordered a ticket, but the ticket didn't give me a confirmation number. What do I do? Well, the confirmation number goes to the train station, or the bus station. So logically, you would think, call the bus station and they'll have the information of when you printed your ticket and blah, 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 and they'll have the confirmation number and all that shit. But no, we tell them to call the train station as per the thing, and then the train station's like, yeah, you need to call the help desk, and they have that information, which we do not. And it's just like, they make a new system, they take no time to develop a system to make the system work, and then they just throw it all on us. Like, my job entails a lot of stuff that other help desks don't have to deal with, i.e. testing modems to send them back out into the field, you know, taking calls for busted toilets, for company vehicles with flat tires, for people running out of coolant in their vehicles, for snow on steps in the winter, a friggin' leaking faucet in a bathroom. Yeah, I have to take those calls and troubleshoot them, and then decide who to send out, and, you know, call the contractor and send them out. It's like, when I first started working there, all we did was internet and telephone, because that's all we sold, was internet and telephone. And then every time they decided, well, we better get somebody else to look into this, oh, we'll just send it to the help desk because they're on the front line. So then we get added this extra bullshit, and it's like, what's really going on? But I have a feeling that if Bell buys us out, there's going to be some mega restructuring done. I'm probably going to keep my job. My boss, however, he's probably going to be, you know, hunting for a job. But I have a feeling everything's going to be okay. Like, even Dad said that when he used to work for JKS Boyles, when they got bought out, everybody was convinced they were just buying them out for the machinery, and they were going to can everybody. And that wasn't the case. They bought it out. They canned the managers because they didn't need them. They had their own people who had an idea of what they wanted the shop to be. So they brought in their own managers, fired all the managers, got all the employees on board, and fucking went to it and made a successful company out of it. Like Dad said, he goes, we were fucking scared out of our asses too when this happened. Like, we thought for sure, that's it, game over. We're done, I'm unemployed, I'm not going to be able to find another job in this town, I don't know what I'm going to do. And all of a sudden, bam, hired for life, and everything's going great, and, you know, and that's what I want. I want to be able to be locked in. And another thing that Bell does that's fucking super cool is company shares. We don't have that right now. The ONTC doesn't have that. Bell does. And my buddy's like, oh yeah, every 6 months we get, like, you know, just a random check. Like, here's your share check, your profit margin, or what do you call it? Profit sharing, I think, is the proper terminology. The profit sharing. And, like, $2,000, $3,000 every 6 months, just cause. Like, that would be amazing. You know, Christmas time, they have a huge ass party. We can't do that. Well, they do have a party, but it kind of sucks. You know, and it's like, we can't do the stuff they do for whatever reason. it's kind of horseshit, and soon that might change. Like, things are going to get better. And I'm pretty sure that is my brother's car in front of me. That red fucking Buick. Oh, dick. He almost ran over a guy. I think that's my brother. Could be my brother. Looks like his piece of shit. Oh no, that's an old guy. Ah. So I'm not too worried anymore. Whatever happens, happens. You know, if we do lose our jobs, oh well. I'm not dead. There will be a chance to grow and to restart and, you know, carry on. So I can't get flustered about that anymore. Especially after hearing all this shit from my buddy. Like, 'cause he asked me, he's like, do you have a clean work record? I'm like, yeah, man. I don't even have a single complaint on my file. Except for this one time, but it wasn't even my fault. Buddy just called in to complain because I couldn't fix his internet because we had to send out a guy. Like, we had to send out a technician. Shit was just too dicked, and what the fuck is really going on here? Holy shit, that fake Jeep behind me wanted to pass me. It's funny, I actually like those fake Jeeps. The ones that look, they got all squinty friggin' headlights and stuff. They look like a Hyundai Tucson, whatever. Anyway, we're at work now, so what we're gonna do is smash this thing into a wall or park it. Yup, just like that. And we're probably gonna head her inside shortly and just give her. So yeah, the AC on. Frig yeah, need that kind. Friggin' hot out today. It's 27 degrees Celsius apparently, according to my guy. But I'm not gonna worry about this whole job thing. Whatever happens, happens. As long as we don't have to move, because I really don't want to go to Montreal. And that's what a lot of people upstairs are saying in the help desk. Like, we're gonna get relocated to Montreal and Fangs, and it's gonna suck in Fangs. But like, Northern Telephone has a lot of territory, but we cover other territories that they don't, and that Bell doesn't. And that's why Bell wants us. And we know that territory well, so they're not gonna bother to get rid of us. Management, if I was in management, I would be fucking scared for my job. But as an employee, not so much. But anyway, people, I'm gonna shut her down here, so hopefully you enjoyed this little insightful vlog on why I'm no longer scared about losing my job. Because honestly, it's not worth worrying over. But anyway, people, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like button, questions, comments, concerns down below. And until next time, keep on vlogging.